Hello again. My name is Gary Clark. I'm the actor who's turning 80 in August who played the part of Steve on the 1960s Western TV series, The Virginian. A few months ago, I shared with Synergistic Nutrition customers the extraordinary difference that supplements from this company had made in my life and in the lives of my wife and two daughters. Now, those of you who've suffered the side effects of prescribed medicines know what I'm talking about. And those of you who have watched the devastating effects that worrying about you has had on your loved ones, well, you know what I'm talking about. And what I shared a few months ago is only part of the story. I neglected to mention how One World Whey protein powder has affected my life. Now, I realize this is not dinner table conversation, but here goes anyway. One World Whey solved my irregularity. I'd been plagued with constipation for years, and I thought it would be that way for the rest of my life. 3 weeks on One World Whey set me on a new path. That was 5 months ago, and I haven't been irregular since. Will it work the same way for you? I don't know. It worked for me. Then there's the energy. My wife and daughters noticed the difference even before I did. What I noticed is that they were including me in things they hadn't included me in before. Things that required a little more energy on my part. During a family discussion, they admitted that they'd been afraid to ask me to do too much, that I seemed, too weak to swim or hike or even bike. It also came out that they had refused invitations that might have put me in harm's way, at least from their perspective. At first, I was furious. But how can you stay angry or resentful with anyone, especially a wife and two daughters, who only have your well-being at heart? What did come out of that conversation is the promise that we, all of us, would always speak to one another openly and honestly, even if one or all of us didn't like it. Well, I immediately took advantage of our new agreement and told them that I had been thinking about taking up pole vaulting. I'd done that in high school. The expressions on their faces were priceless. Incredulity, disbelief, horror. They all thought I'd lost it. There was a long silence, and finally, Natalie, my 12-year-old, came up with the obvious solution. She said, "Fine, Dad, we can support you doing that." Ava, my 19-year-old, and Jareen, my wife, were dumbfounded. "But," Natalie continued, "only after you can hold a handstand unassisted for 3 minutes. They had me. Jareen and Ava smiled in victory. So I agreed, and I've been practicing my handstands ever since. And the three of them are now taking One World Whey protein on a regular basis. I guess they don't want me to outperform them. Yep. One World Whey protein works. Thank you, Synergistic Nutrition, for bringing a new level of living to my life and for making an already close family even closer.
My name is Angie Gordon. My son has suffered from borderline autism and constipation. I got him taking One World Whey, and in 2 months' time, he's become more alert. His focus and concentration's improved, and he started making friends. His constipation's gone, and he's doing great. He looks forward to taking One World Whey every day, and, you could offer him a present or a cake, and he would most definitely prefer the whey. Thanks.
My name's Bruno. I'm 51 years old. I've tried different protein powders over the years, and they've all tasted pretty bad. I tried One World Whey and found it to be delicious. After 10 weeks on One World Whey, my wife commented, "You have more muscles and you're leaner than you were when you were 20 years old." My body has changed dramatically. I'm a cyclist. Normally I'll ride 2 days on and take 2 days off. After being on One World Whey, I rode 10 days in a row in over 100-degree heat, and then I take another 2 servings of One World Whey, and then go work out at the gym for an hour and a half. I just couldn't believe these results. My normal muscle tightness and soreness after working out are now virtually gone. Don't take my word for it. One World Whey comes in single servings. Just give it a try.
I'm speaking with Daniel Blanks, a longtime customer of ours here at Cocoon Nutrition. Daniel's been taking our One World Whey protein powder for about 2 months, and he's had some outstanding results. One of which is weight loss, another of which is stamina, and I believe sexual potency has been a benefit. So specifically, Daniel, what did you weigh when you started, and what do you weigh now since you've been on the whey protein?
Well, when I started taking the whey protein, I was weighing about 228, and I'm now about two and a half months later, weighing about 180 to 182 pounds.
And that is that your more ideal weight, 100 to 182, or?
Yeah, yes it is. I'm 5'11", so that's a pretty ideal weight.
Excellent. Okay. And you noticed an increase in stamina, so you have more energy during the day or when you work out?
Yes, definitely an increase in stamina and also an increase in recovery post-workout as well.
Okay. And you mentioned something about sexual potency. So you feel like you have more sexual potency now?
Yeah, definitely, especially immediately following taking this. I can tell it has a very good amino acid profile, and definitely do see some good sexual stamina benefits from it as well.
Okay. How old are you?
I'm 34.
Okay. All right. Well, there you have it. That's a pretty good testimony. Okay. Thanks for sharing that, Daniel. This is Stephen Hewer with Cocoon Nutrition. I'm interviewing Dennis Miller, a customer of mine that has, at age 67, experienced a resurgence of his renewed youth. He's experiencing ease of bodybuilding and gaining a muscle mass, and so he has a story to tell. And so, Dennis, if you would just share with everybody what your athletic or health energy level was like prior to getting on the products I recommended, and then what product you got on, and what were the results since you've been on them, and how you feel now. So go ahead.
Okay, well, before I've always been with good nutrition, but having a hard time working out, but doing pretty good, and running a little bit out of energy. And since then, with the Capra Whey and the Alkalizer, Rise and Shine, and the Capra Greens, and Mineral Magic, and Nano Cow, and
taurine and cod liver oil.
Yeah, and cod liver oil, and the Floriderm. And then I started noticing a lot more energy. So I thought, a couple of months ago, well, maybe if I work out again, I could gain some muscle. And it's just been incredible. I just measured about 48 or 49, and my weight has gotten down to, I get close to 36. And I'm really strong at work, and I'm a painter of the school system, and I'm really strong at work, and I don't need much to eat and drink during the day. I take a cup of goat milk in the morning and one at noon, and then I still feel really energetic, like here at 4 or 5 o'clock, and that's all I've eaten. But with these products, I'd have pictures to show, nobody believes it, but the muscle mass and how good I feel is just incredible.
Well, when you can, get me those pictures, and we'll put them up on the website and show people what you look like now. And but I would say in summation that the increased level of energy that you've gotten is because your system is now alkalinized enough to carry higher oxygen levels, which means more production of energy, because in a low oxygen environment, it's just like a carburetor of a car. You can't produce very much energy, and you get a lot of waste or a lot of exhaust, and it's the same with the body. So in this case, you're experiencing much more energy. So maybe it's 10, 20, 30, 40% or 100-fold increase in energy. And so that means a 100-fold increase in vitality, and therefore less need of food, and even to the point where now you're putting on new muscle mass and shrinking your waist like you're becoming a young man. So it's really exciting for you to share that with everyone. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, I'm speaking with Helen. Helen, you've talked to one of my staff people, and you were saying that you've had some really good results with the whey, improving your health, the One World Whey. And I'd like to hear directly from your mouth what those results were and are. And also, before you start sharing with us what results you've had, just tell everyone your age, and then go ahead.
My age is I'm 69, okay? I have been a diabetic for 19 years, and I have to tell you that I came across the One World Whey through Alex Jones and the program on a computer. And I have to tell you, I'm one of these very, very proactive people, and I'm always looking for something to help my health.
Good.
And I'm not, I mean, I ordered it, and when I saw the big container, I nearly dropped my teeth. I thought, what am I going to do with all this? Well, much to my chagrin, I started by taking about a half a little glass of almond breeze milk, and I put a teaspoon in, and I drank it, and I started to drink one before every meal.
Wow, just a teaspoon,
Just a teaspoon.
That's a little bit, yeah. Okay.
I know. And then I finally decided that I started to feel a little bit better, and I thought to myself, what? I know I take supplements. I'll be honest with you, Steve, that I take supplements.
Sure.
But I want you to know that I started to say to myself, you know, I'm feeling better. I'm not exhausted. I'm not tired. I don't have to take my afternoon nap. I just keep going, okay? Like the Energizer. And then I decided to put some of the magic minerals.
Mineral Magic,
And the only thing that I will tell you, Steve, that container is a heck of a thing, and I broke my nails about 10 times, and I said, no, there has to be some other way. I finally figured out if I use a spoon, the end of the spoon, it'll come up.
Yeah,
and so every morning what I do is I take my whey with a half a teaspoon of minerals, and I put it in my little milkshake with the almond breeze, and I drink it, and then I have my breakfast. And what has happened to me, Steve, I don't have those, no cravings. Matter of fact, I don't eat all the time. I don't even want to eat all the time. And I also found out that if I always take the little bit of almond breeze milk before I go to bed, I get up, my glucose, this is what I'm so elated with. My glucose now is in a good range. Once in a while, it even goes down. I don't know if you're familiar with the ranges.
I know they're supposed to be below 100.
Well, I don't want to do
80's
it.
optimal.
Can I tell you something? If I'm below 100, if I'm 67, I'm crawling the walls, okay? Nobody but the good Lord above knows what I go through when it's a low one. So when mine's up in the 90s, in the 100, like this morning it was 113, fabulous. I feel like a person.
Yeah.
Unless you've been in my shoes, don't ever, I would wish low glucose on the worst enemy I've got. That's the best way to explain it.
Yeah.
But all I can say to you, that this has balanced me out. I don't have cravings. Matter of fact, I'm never hungry anymore.
Yeah.
And I find that by using my minerals, Steve, that it has even given me a better edge on whatever it is.
Yeah.
And I think this is, I'm so elated. I don't think you've ever seen anybody that dances around the house like I do.
I'll have to come take a video of you and get you on my make a movie of this thing, and you'll be one of the characters.
Let me tell you, I have to say this to you, that I was totally unfamiliar. Although I know some bodybuilders, and they told me what I should be taking is some protein. But then I went to a commercial protein, and it was okay. But then I did some research on it, and because it's a processing of heating, that many of the enzymes are no longer in the whey. And this one is, Steve, I not only am thankful that I met Glenn and went through all, but I'm thankful that the Lord directed me to get and use this, because it's nature.